Hello, Youngaz Leo males. Welcome to your readings. So, we're checking to see what season of life you're in. We're going to check, first of all, on your home life. So, that simply is talking about those who are closest to you, those who feel like home, not necessarily who you live with. Okay? Then we're going to check on your career life. Then we're going to check on your social life. No, your love life with these brown cards. And then I've been guided back to this deck to check on your social life. So I'll have to shuffle this deck again. But I put this little handy dandy thing here in its place so I remember I need to swap. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what season you're in when it comes to your home life. Youngaz Leo males. Okay, so we're not necessarily checking on the underlying issue here unless we absolutely have to, okay? So, in your home life, the vibes is nice. It says honeymoon. It says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, you and your people are having a blast right now. Y'all are feeling good. You're having a great time. Let's just look at the bottom. Just for retreat. So it's a timeout. So it says it's time to disconnect from the world. So y'all have cut everybody out. It's just you and your closest peeps that are enjoying this here season by yourselves. And why not? That's exactly what this season represents for me. Because you know they talk all that crap about the birth of Christ. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about the pagan side of it. I don't know nothing about all that negative shit. All I know is when this time comes, I love the bright lights. I love the colorful lights. I like the decorations. I like how people are happy. I like the gift giving and the gift buying. I love the dinner with family. Come on, you know? How can you say no to that? Like, if it means the birth of Christ for you, then it means the birth of Christ for you. If it means it's just a time to be jolly, a time to give of yourself to your closest ones, a time where y'all can actually sit and chill together and just enjoy each other's company and talk to each other and play games with each other and just be free for a couple of days, and then you get back in the real world with the nonsense, with the madness, you know? The timeout is quite good. So I love Christmas for that. I don't know nothing about pagan worship and Jesus' birthday, and I don't have no proof of none of that. I just know what I like it for, and that's how I deal with it. So let's see what go on for your career. I'm holding the damn deck upside down. Alright, we're gonna look at the bottom of the deck for this one too. Okay, so for your career life, we have the autumn. So there's something for you and your people to talk about, the way how things aren't going so great at work. So the autumn, to me, if it's not talking about the autumn season, which I don't think it is in this here case, I think it's talking about actually fall. So something's falling. Things are not so great when it comes to your work life. The underlying issue here is dedication. We have initiation and fulfillment. Rebirth. All right. So let's see what this is saying here. Is this saying that you're not as dedicated as you should be in the workplace, my dear? Maybe because the holiday was coming up, so you were like, I can't wait. So you were like, I'm ready to take my uniform off now. And so you did, spiritually. So in your mind, you were elsewhere, but you had to be there at work. And it's showing up in this reading. So it's like, yeah, when shit start back again, you need to contain yourself. Containment. You need to contain yourself and be dedicated, be committed, union. So you can be fertile. You need to get that money, fertility. Okay? When it starts again, all this slacking off is over. Cycle done. It's time for clearance. Get your stuff together because you have to be responsible. Responsibility, right? So right now things aren't really so fantastic in the workplace, okay? But it's cool because it's the holiday and you're going on break anyway. But when it opens back up again, see, God said, pull yourself together, please. Okay? Let's do this thing properly. All right, so let's check on your love life. Youngaz Leo males. Let's see what season you're in when it comes to your love life. Okay. So we have, it takes courage to be original. And it says to seek inspiration. What is your current inspiration? And whatever it is, you need to change it. You need to seek inspiration. So the way that you're going about your love life is not okay. You're following someone. You're mimicking someone's idea of what it is to be in a relationship, what it is to try to get into a relationship. You're not using your own initiative and going about this in your own original way. God wants you to listen to your own self. You're interested in someone or you're already involved in someone. How do you want to go about making this the best that it could be? Making it as successful as it can be. You need to be inspired to do that. Okay? So you need to draw a line between you and your people. How much of your life you allow their thoughts and opinions to govern. Okay? You are the governor of your own life. But right now you're allowing other people to govern your life by taking on their ideas as your own. See how that works? So, God say, yeah, time to log out to that. You need to change your presentation, change the way that you're presenting yourself because you're not being yourself. So anybody that you approach in this energy, they're not actually getting the real you are they. They're getting whoever you're mimicking. You see how that works? Right. So God says, remember, it's a mission, it's not a competition. Okay? So just because somebody is successful in their relationship doesn't mean you need to be. Just because somebody is having a crappy time doesn't mean that you have to neglect your person either. So you need to find your own path and walk your own path. Live your own story. Okay? Because your own story is going to prepare you for the type of relationship that you actually want. Because nobody, well, I don't know if anybody ever gets it right on the first try. So it's like when we get together with someone, we think to ourselves, you never think that, yeah, this relationship is going to end. But the truth of the matter is, or what has manifested over and over and over and over again is, there's a breakage. There's a breakup at some point, okay? So it's like a large percentage of relationships that we get into, not intending for it to break up, it actually end up in a breakup anyway. So, and that a lot of the time is down to the fact that we don't know what we're doing when it comes to even relating to other people, because the communication and being able to see things from other people's point of view, recognizing that people come from a different walk of life, the way that they see life and the way that you see life may differ so much that you just don't understand each other. So things that you're doing and thinking is okay, they're like, what the are you doing? And vice versa, so because we know so little, our first couple of relationships, I feel, are like trials, testers, simply for experience. So that when we do get somebody that we really want to build a life with, we have learned something. So we're not a complete novice when we get there, when we get to that person, when you two cross paths. So it's important for you to be on your own mission and not to try and live out of somebody else's ideology of what a relationship should be. Okay? Because it's not going to serve you well. You need to be yourself so that first of all, you attract the right person. So if you're not being yourself, then people aren't going to see you for who you are, and therefore you're going to attract people who like who you're pretending to be. And that's not going to help, because then you always have to live in this pretense. And then when you change, when you get tired of being that persona and you try to change back to yourself, then the person's watching you like, who the fuck are you? And then you're upset because you're thinking it's me. And they're thinking, I don't know you. That's because that's not how you presented yourself in the first place. So if you present yourself in a way for them to get to know the real Leo, then at least they know, you both know what you're working with going forward. Okay? And God says, if you love it, you will put in overtime willingly. Do you love it? So how much do you want to be on the right track when it comes to your love life? You need to change your perspective. Okay? Change it to your own perspective, not whoever's perspective, not whoever's teaching you. This isn't something that you need to be taught, because relationships are so unique. Yeah, it's like, if you're with one person today, the things that work well for this relationship don't necessarily work well for your next relationship, because everybody's different. So every time you get into a relationship, you're basically starting from scratch, getting to know each other, understanding what your other half like and don't like. And you got their outside family and that to deal with, and their friends group, and it's a whole new experience. So you just have to be open to. So let's do this one now. You just have to be open to, starting over. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to start over like me. That shit is long. But you see, why it's long is because we've allowed ourselves to believe that life is short. We've allowed ourselves to believe that we have a certain time frame here on earth, which I am logging out of that belief system now. So, because, okay, I hate starting over. I prefer to work with the person that I've known for a long time. Well, I've held that mindset for a long time, because to me it's easier. To me, you've already begun something, and it's not a bad idea, but sometimes you're working on something with someone that don't want to work on it with you. And in that respect, then it's a waste of effort. It's a waste of many years of your life. Now, had I decided to start over, I would have started getting to know someone from years back instead of wasting years with the wrong person. You see? So, the best thing to do is to not be afraid to start over, because everybody is not for everybody. And while you're wasting your time with someone who is not for you, you're depriving yourself of someone who actually is. And you're depriving that someone of you as well. You're changing your fate altogether. Ooh, that is deep. I never looked at it like that. But it's true. I won't be doing that anymore. Start over as many times as you need to, because each one is just a lesson until you get to your person who is willing to spend that time and attention, who's really willing to invest in you, who is not just going to be a lesson, but a partner, an assistant, a helper, a friend, a lover, your other half, right? So yeah, if someone is showing themselves as not being ideal for you, take the lessons that they came to bring you and keep moving forward. And life is not meant to be short. We make it short because we don't look after ourselves. And that's why so many people believe that life is short for real. We don't exercise like we should. We don't eat how we should. You know, the environment isn't as clean as it should be. We don't take holidays to places that's gonna offer us nice clean air at least for a good 6 months. We have to rejuvenate our body in order to keep it. It's like you have a car. If you have a car and you want your car to be in the best condition, then there's a certain way to clean it. There's a certain thing that you should use to fuel it up. You don't put diesel into a gas tank, and diesel can't run a gas car. But as humans, we know so little about how to look after ourselves that we keep dying young. And we think that when we get to 80, we've accomplished something. An 80-year-old is still a baby. It's true. I believe so. An 100-year-old is still a baby. Sure, they have seen more life than we have, but the truth of the matter is there's still so much to experience and so much to learn. Surely God didn't create all of this just for us to experience this much. In the Bible, people used to live until they're like 900 and change, 1,000 and change. And I'm sure we could live for millions of years if we choose to. I want to. I want to live infinitely. Yeah. That's my ambition. I want to live forever. For real, for real. But I want to look like this, you see. I want to be gorgeous. I don't want to look like a prune. I want to be agile. I want to be healthy. I want to look like I'm 30 forever. And not by drinking other people's blood and all that dumb shit. I want to look after myself the way nature intended. Shit. Okay, 2 more times and we're ready. Well, the way the good side of nature intended, because nature has a dark side. There's a light and dark side to everything. I'm on the side of light. I always thought vampirism was weird, because you know how many different diseases are in that blood, and it's just weird. Like, why not just go and eat some vegetables? But then again, there's a lot that I don't understand. So maybe I just need to leave that thought alone. So your social life. Let's see what season you're in when it comes to your social life. Okay, so we have foundation. So you're starting from the bottom. And we have rebirth. You're starting over. So you're starting from the bottom, rebuilding your social life. So, the fact that you're starting from the bottom means that this is an opportunity to make this a better and stronger one than the one that you had before. So be very mindful about who you choose to allow into your social circle. And remember that when you're inviting people into your social circle, you also, to an extent, invite the people that they know into your social circle. So, don't just investigate who they are, but investigate who they know. Okay? And remember as well, when you have a social circle, you also invite their problems into your life. So it's like, do you really want that kind of stress? You have to find out who you're actually letting in to your life before letting anybody in. So I would say you're at a great place right now where hopefully your social circle is empty. Only you and God is in your social circle, or you and your ancestors, or you and your archangels, whatever it is that you believe in, you and your superpower. Only you two are in your social circle. So then you can pick wisely who you want to include. Okay? The underlying issue here is stability, precisely. Because you can't go with the rocky shit. You can't go with the turmoil. Your social life is supposed to bring you happiness. It's supposed to bring you fun. It's supposed to be your life away from your life. kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the time and the people that you use to forget the reality that you actually. Okay, so there's like what you want to do and what you have to do. So your social life is what you want to do. And what you don't want from your social life is a bag of rubbish. You know? You want stability, you want happiness, you want fun, you want a time out. So when you have to jump back into the seriousness, you feel like, okay, I can manage this because I've had a time out. I feel rejuvenated. It's like, come on, seriousness, let's do this. And then when you get tired of that seriousness, then you jump back into your social life again. Oh God, you know, you free up yourself type of energy. Ain't nobody got time for people and their drama, unnecessary drama, people being jealous of you and people using you to get whatever they want. You know, like, where's the respect? You know? I mean, we are stronger together than we are apart, okay? It's better that we work with each other, not against each other, because that's just pointless. It defeats the whole purpose of having a social life. What the fuck is that? Anywho, I wish you the best. Those are your messages. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.